folks, welcome back to the Emberpelts, and I confused myself because I was thinking, why have we got bad water flowing through the town? It's because we started a bad tide last time here, and I'm going to quickly remember to set these to be open so that we don't end up with, when these get built randomly at some point, we're having some sort of flood, because that would be bad, and these are set to be forced to open for now as well. Because otherwise things will just go badly, and yeah, you lot will laugh at me and I'll cry. So we can carry on. I think what I want to do today, what I want to try and do, we're almost at the 4,000 science we need for the bad water rig. That will be cool. And we're going to get that built. And then at the same time, 23 days is going to cause us issue with these trees. I wonder if in 14 days we could get the bad water up and running and explosives. What do we need resources? 400 gears is going to be the biggie, isn't it? Whether we could get 400 gears made in time. I mean, the alternative is we could just throw in a bad water pump some bad water out, and get some explosives going. Or we could just be a bit cheeky and just dump some water on the ground and give these trees some life. And we might end up doing that at the point where they're close to dying. For now, that is not our priority. What we're going to do is come over here and think about setting up our new district. So we need a district crossing, which I think I'm going to put in about here. So we're going to have it the other side of the big water tank that we built. We're going to need to have a district center then in here. We're going to need accommodation, and we're going to want to have farming and water pumping, essentially. I think for water pumping, we should put some automated water pumps in. We potentially quite easily have access to essentially unlimited power. This is drought. More so once we have explosives. So yeah, and I think what we'll do, I know it's kind of wasting green land, but there is so much green up here and we'll be able to make more. I'm not too worried about that. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? What were you thinking? What I'm thinking actually is I really want to do first is come in here and block this off. So we can see that the water is fairly static from about where my cursor is. So what I'm thinking is actually we want to come in about here. So I'm actually thinking, having said all of that stuff, and I haven't been through comments. I know. Quite like going through the comments, but I'm recording this not long after the last video released, and there aren't a lot of comments that need too much kind of direct addressing at the moment. So yeah, appreciate all the feedback and the kind of positivity. Comment positivity is very nice. It's something that one of my favorite YouTubers does. Mr. Atomic Shrimp, if you don't know who he is. It's not, if you're straight into just gaming stuff, you won't like him. The older segment of my audience might enjoy it, because there is bad water and moistureness here. We're going to come in like this, and we're gonna have to work from above, which means we're gonna be using up extra resources. So my plan originally was to build it across here and build it from above, but that's not gonna work. So ideally we would like to unlock the suspension bridge. Then we can build it in big chunks. What we might end up doing is unlocking one of the smaller, cheaper suspension bridges, and do it in smaller chunks. But that's okay. Let's kick the speed up a little bit. So we're going to do that. That will start this drying out. It will probably change some of the hydration. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to use this corner as our district centre. And by that I mean accommodation and all that kind of jazz. And so I think we will unlock. We've got the classic triple lodge. Let's delete the fence. And we're going to focus predominantly on farming over here. Maybe a little bit of forestry as well. Do we want to go big and unlock the tenement lodge? Now, I'm not sure if we can just use the entrance at the bottom, and that'll give us 18. We've got 4,300. Let's start the process of getting this rig built. We're probably going to have to put it this way around because we're going to need to start using it before we get access to explosives to have put it the other way. So that's going to take a while to build. We've got the bricks. We've not got the metal blocks. We've not got the planks yet either. So yeah, we need more metal blocks, more planks. Okay. Is the smelter running? Are we making charcoal? We are not. So I'm going to put in, I think this is a nice little spot for it. Because it doesn't actually need to be near the clay pit even, does it? No, it doesn't. Good thinking, sir. So let's go, although we'll put a kiln here because it's then near some of the log storage. And we'll have that be charcoal. And then it's nearest to the smelter as well. Very sensible idea, sir. Let's prioritize building that. We have got we've got loads of charcoal still, so we're okay for charcoal actually, so we don't need to prioritize building that. We can just let that happen. Yep, we can just let that happen. That'll be fine. How are our trees looking? We've still got 10 days to worry about sorting those out. So that's starting to happen. We've still got 1100 science. So yeah, I think we're going to unlock the tenement lodge and stick that just there. So yep, we can make use of that. We can then, if we want to, do funky things with the housing. But honestly, initially, I think 18 is going to be plenty for this district. The district centre for the new district is going to go there. I'm actually going to put it in the wrong way around for now. And pause it. So that's the district centre. Yep. We've got... How much science did we need for the longest bridge? 1,800. It's 1,000 for the 5x. I might hang on and get the bigger one. So we have got a heck of a lot of building to get done. But what we can do is if we put a platform on there. Yeah. Yeah. So I think this district is going to focus mostly on farming. we will come in and clear these trees out, and maybe we'll put some irrigation up here as well. Someone just recently commented a really good suggestion to have different districts focus on different things. And once we've cleared this out, we're going to come across here and get a district that's focused on mining. Yep. So have you got, not quite, but you're not starved. That's okay. Not too bothered about that. A couple hundred sites to go until we can get that large bridge. We've got some injured beavers because we're doing heavy industry. It's going to be a thing. Bricks are full, so I'm going to pause the kiln. Charcoal is full as well, so yeah, we'll deprioritize building that guy. We've got the 1800 science we need, so we can unlock the 6x bridge. Yes, please. And then we can put in the levees out there, and we won't have to get beavers wet building them. That's good stuff. That, hopefully, let's give them a bit of priority on building that, because it uses logs, which isn't used by this. Because metal blocks is going to be an issue. Gears are going to be an issue to get that built. It's going to take a while. So, yep. If we can get the accommodation block built. I'm trying to decide if I want to... Long term, obviously, I want to bring power down here, but we do need to get explosives for that. What I'm thinking is these guys do have the windmill, which develops 150 HP, which is not too shabby. It's not too shabby. We're going to delete this path in here because we don't need this. And what I'm thinking is we get some triple platforms. I almost think one might be enough. I think one might be enough. We're going to put in an automated water pump. And then we're going to come in with another triple platform. I wonder how far we need to be away to build the windmill. I wonder if I can put it back there. I know windmills aren't great for power, but what I'm thinking is we do that and then we connect it with one of those. So if we pause that and pause that, and that gives them some of their own water supply. Obviously we can import water as well. I'm going to pause. Do I want to pause that? Do we want to grow the population ready? Let's let them do their thing. You know, or maybe not, because we've now got 19 empty beds. So maybe we don't want them to do that. We want them staying in the main area. But yeah, if we get that built, because that's a decent number of beavers, we are going to need... We're going to need some food storage. We're going to need some water storage. And then probably storage for the basics like logs and stuff. We're probably going to want a bit of well-being. So let's throw in... I know this is Greenland. It's fine. We're going to throw in a campfire. Because we've only got a few beavers over here, I'm going to throw in a medium water tank. I'm going to put in a couple of medium warehouses for some food. I'm not sure what food we'll go for. And I guess actually, do we want to be pumping water or do we want to be making juices? We'll do both. We'll do both. So I guess what we want to do is put in... What we really want to do is get power across. This will do in the short term, I think, until we get this going. Do I want to be impatient? This is going to serve two benefits. So this might seem a little wasteful, but I'm going to bump the priority up on that guy a little bit, and on these. These are going to be bad water set to supply. So my thought is that one, I mean, really we want it further out. Really what we want to do is have it not there. Water. I'll explain my logic in a moment. Really what we want to do is have it there so that once this is in place we can pump this out and empty it so we can get to use it faster. But equally this gets us bad water, which means we can gain 2 explosives. Now the question is, where the heck am I going to build an explosives factory? Good question. Well asked. You make a fair point. We can probably... Yep, you make a fair point. I see where you're going with it. I see where you're going with it. So I think now the explosives factory is too long to fit there, isn't it? Yeah, I was thinking there, but it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. We could put it over here. It's a bit of a trek, but for now that might be the answer. So let's do that. So we'll make that bad water set to obtain. And remember, we're not doing perfect. We're just doing good enough for now. So this will get us going with some explosives. There we go. So let's medium, high priority these. And it'll be a, say it'll be a race. It won't be because we've got to make another 50 metal blocks. So yeah. I'm almost tempted to deprioritize the build of that, but I think the resources will just dictate how that happens. To be completely honest. So once those are in, we've got a log store. Just thinking, if we're going to be putting in farmhouses, that's just logs. We probably want a grill, which is logs and clay. We want presses, so really there's 2 ways we can do this. We could put storages in, or we could force the district crossing to import them. Maybe we do that. We are going to want a hauling post over here. And I think it'd probably be sensible to do that so we can make use of the space at the back there. Let's put a hauling post there. Let's pause my builder's hut. No, I just don't have enough beavers. So I think actually we're going to unpause that and get those extra beds and grow that population. Currently our water supply is going to last us greater than 99 days, which is pretty damn cool. But yeah, do we need to worry about these? Oh, we do. Geez, dies in 0.2 days. Oops. Yep. So what we're going to do here is incredibly cheesy, and it looks like some of the trees are going to die still. That's me getting distracted. Some stuff is going to get flooded. It's okay. It will be fine. Don't worry, folks. It will be okay. And I think over here we'll have to do something similar. But as soon as we've got explosives, we can sort this out properly. So, high priority and go. And hopefully not too many of them will die. Yeah, I think it's just some of those very outer ones which might die. We will make sure that our forester dudes are marked to replant them. These are in, which is good. Might as well speed up the game. Watching them die slowly isn't going to determine whether they die or not. No. If they're going to die, they're going to die. So, yeah. We will then... And yeah, some of them are dying. Prioritized by haulers. And yeah, this is going to make a mess. But it's done what it needs to do. We're going to get some wet beaver. It's fine. Prioritized by haulers. Eagles, do your thing, buddy. I know you probably won't actually see this, but hey, it's fine. There we go. Come on, one more. There we go. Job done. Jobs are good, and these will now last, I think, past the end of the drought. We've got lots of wet beaver. You can make all of the wet beaver jokes you like. It's fine. Hopefully by the time we get to the next drought, we will have explosives and we will be in a better place. So we're pumping bad water. That's the first part of the process. And we will have bad water until we have a bad water rig. So, or a drought. One or the other. So that's good. Explosives factory is being built. That just needs metal blocks. Just metal blocks. Now there's a bit of an argument that says maybe we should move metal block production over here, but I think it's easier to move the scrap metal to here, apart from the fact that I don't think we have scrap metal storage. We have it there, so yeah. Corn juice. Why are you sat doing nothing? I'm guessing our corn juice storage is full. If we look here, it is. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. Our food stocks are looking rather good. So I'm not going to worry about that. But what we should do is maybe encourage them to build some of this stuff while we wait for them to get the components to build this guy, although actually they are over. So yeah, these are going to last now 15 days, which is fine. They are over here building the explosives factory, which is good. So they've nearly built that. They've nearly built that. We probably need another smelter. And yeah, that's where I'm saying we should probably be smelting metal over here. Now, we could I'm betting that that is too big to fit. Yeah, we could get rid of the juice press, but we'd have to fit a juice press somewhere else. And again, maybe building this out as an industrial district would be sensible in the near future. That wouldn't be a bad idea, probably, but let's focus on finishing the jobs that we're trying to do, not the jobs that we need to do in the future. So we do need more metal. But we also need more beavers. So, you know, you can't have everything. We have quite a lot of gears. We have enough gears to finish building that, but we do need gears for other things. So we'll set you to be water for now. We can build the other things once they're over here, to be honest. Yeah. You are going to be grilled corn. You are going to be radii or radishes. And either delete the bridge at that point. Maybe I delete the bridge at that point. I'm not sure. But we'll have a ponder. We'll have a ponder. Metal blocks are really holding us back. Metal. Do I empty that? So I'll move it to there. It needs 30 metal blocks to build it though, doesn't it? So maybe we throw one of these in for now. Delete. We put that there. We can, if we don't want to wait for a power connection, we can do that. So we can prioritize those. Metal, that needs charcoal to run, so we probably want to have a storage for charcoal there, set to obtain. And it probably would make sense to have then a small pile for metal blocks set to supply. Oh, that's up and running, so now we can not worry about that. Awesome stuff. And now we have explosives. I apologize, folks, but we are going to end up deleting this very soon. Also this. So what I want to do is unlock this. Got 5,000 science again already. Yeah. What we're going to do is who's ready for lots of mess? We're going to do that. That's going to get us a power connection. Be back there. Oh, actually, I didn't want to do that. Why did you make me do that? Why, people? Why? I didn't need to do that, did I? No. Can't believe you made me do that. I really can't. Let's just pause the game a moment. You're really bad at this game, you know, folks. Levy, there. We want to push the rubble forwards. There we go. And delete all of those, because we're going to put it straight back again, which is why I can't believe you even suggested that I do that, because that should now have a whole load of stuff in it. Yep. Warehouse. You made me put it in the wrong way round. There we go. That was beets. So the little grilled corn warehouse has got to go. We're going to come across the front here. Because then we can run power down there, along there, and then down and across. Yeah, that makes so much more sense. I don't know why you thought we should do it the other way. No idea, folks. No idea. You know. Clearly you thought that was a good idea. Clearly, but sometimes you've just got to admit when you're wrong. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that. That and that. And then there. And there. And those. There. And there. No. You. There. And that jobby. And that jobby. And there. And there. And actually, it's going to be quite convenient having access running all of the way along here. So we probably do want to keep that bridge. So what we're going to do is put that in. We will put that there. We will put another 6x bridge. And another platform. And yeah. That's a heck of a lot of building that we've got to get done. So between finishing the Badwater rig, the second smelter is almost done. We also need to prioritize building those. We need to prioritize getting that rebuilt. I'm going to, for now, tuck a little warehouse for grilled corn just there. Yeah, but that is a heck of a lot of building. So we've got 2 days left of the drought. Let's give the game a bit of a kick in the butt, up to ×10 speed. Got corn, radishes. We'll set that to be an obtain. Your water, you can be set to be an obtain for now as well. And yeah, I'm just thinking priority wise, that's in. So let's prioritize picking that up. We've still got 13,000. We've used barely any. We've used 4,000 water during that, which feels like barely any. So I think maybe we try and get that built next. We've got 19 explosives, so we could get this sorted as well. Go back down to triple speed for a bit. That's an apple juice one. I'm sure we've got tons of beet and radish juice. So yeah, let's swap those over. Let's make that apple juice. Delete that one. Put in the piece of explosives that we need there. Make that a high priority. 10 beavers short still. We've got 27 free beds though. Okay, that's the end of the bad side. So now we can, let's just pause a second. So we want to do that one at 1%, and that should be on automatic, and that should now close. These should open. There's a bit of flooding for some reason. Open there, closed, there, open. It'll sort itself out. And we start pumping water again, and everyone's happy. So what we want to do is make those be a priority again, and we're going to have these set to be the same. So these will be closed below contamination. And once they're built, we can actually get rid of these ones and have the water come across to here. So, yep. Yes, we've got some wet fur. It's only a -2, so I'm not massively worried. Right. If they would get that one built, please. That would be awesome. We are going to detonate this at a convenient point, like now. And then we need to put in you and make you a high priority build job. There we go. We will put the path back. And for now, we can put a piece of path there and there. That will reconnect most things. And I guess we're going to need a path there and there. And let's make that a high priority as well. Cool. So they can get all of those built. We'll let them get these bits built before we detonate the rest of the explosives. So you can go. You can go. And then you need to have a platform and path. You need to go. You need to have a one of those to make sure, yep, you're the correct way, and then food, juice press, beet and radish juice, and then that gets us the power. There we go. So you're under there. You go all the way to there. And then we put a corner there to reset that. And we don't really need to, but because it will look better, we will platform along there. But that can be a low priority task, except for you. Right, so that's all going in. That still needs lots more resources. We do have the explosives now, actually. So, I'm going to wait for the next drought or bad side action. Then we can put in our channel. I'm not going to give them access yet, but we're going to do that. A bit of me wants to stagger it across here because then it will hydrate. So actually we're going to do that because they can't build it yet anyway. So we're going to come across. I don't actually know if by staggering it like this it will handle the amount of water. I'm sure some of you have thought, but that way we can maximize the hydration across. I thought, we'll see. We'll see. So this is now needing, we've got enough bricks. We almost have enough metal blocks. We have enough planks. We have enough gear. So they just need to bring the resources. over, which is just a case of builders bringing them, I guess. So that's cool. That's in now, so that just needs to get built, which is great. That just needs to get built, and then we'll be able to run power, so we don't actually need to worry about that now. What we can do instead is we'll need to give them access, obviously, but we can do this. And I'd much rather have one big power grid. So that's what we'll do. Obviously we need to go up high enough to get over the top of the path. And into here. Awesome. And that doesn't need to be paused. Just build it when they can get to it. We do have an insane amount of building to do still. So let's speed up the game again. It's going to take us 12 days to fill our water supply. I'm not too worried about that. That's only running at 48% productivity. Okay. And this one's running at 59% productivity. That's not great either. Let's suspect if we gave this guy its own scrap metal storage, that might improve. We might be able to improve that. We probably don't need that running now. I think we've kind of done what we need to do there. We've got a half decent stock of bad water, so we can probably stop you as well. We can probably ease up on the gear production. I'm just trying to free up some resources, basically. We can probably ease up on the plank production as well. You're going to be an obtain. Let's prioritize. That might be why, actually, because there's a bunch of metal blocks just sat there. Maybe that's why it's not so productive. I don't know, because the scrap metal's just there. There's charcoal just there, so not entirely sure. But we can now just focus on getting this built, because we just need them to bring the resources over. Maybe it would be beneficial to have the haulers bring over the huge amount of gears and planks. So let's do that. Gears, planks. Let's prioritize those. We can get that cleared up. The other thing we can do is get rid of that weird bit. Now, that seems sensible. Yeah, that's super high. We just make that slightly lower so they get these done. Because I assume you guys know that the haulers carry twice as much as the builders. So that's why I want to do this. Because in theory, it's twice as fast. And it would be really nice to get this set up. And obviously it's going to make a big difference to all of this. Because there won't be bad water flowing through it anymore. There we go. Oh, we're still on 24-hour working days. No, wrong one. I'm sure some of you pointed that out in the comments many times already. They don't seem to have been bothered by it. Which is weird. Got a lot of free beds. I wonder. Maybe that's why. Because they weren't going to sleep. Do we want to put in some phoenix pods? Because the population could do with a bit of a boost. We haven't got the phoenix essence yet, but I'm kind of thinking that might be a good idea. We can always pause them at a later date. We do need to boost the population a bit, so I think that might not be a bad idea. And we've got a ton of berries, I thought. Yeah, 600 berries. So let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah, hopefully that will speed up finishing this off. Give the game a bit of a speed boost. So I would like to finish this today. And I might finish some of this other construction between videos. Yeah, we could do with some more beavers. So I think getting some of these in is a good idea. How are we doing for power? Oh, we're fine. We've got loads still. Come on, beavers. Stop sleeping and start building. But yeah, then once this is dry, we'll delete all of this and get a ladder into here. We'll get some bigger tanks for bad water. Get this set up properly as a district, because this needs fixing. I put it in the wrong way around so I don't use the space up, but we don't have the issue of it not being connected. We need to build a district crossing, and we're going to need more beavers for that. So yeah, getting the old breeding pods working is going to help. I guess the other question is, which district do we have this attached to? Because it could be either. I kind of feel if we have it attached to the farming district, then all the bad water's got to export out through the district crossing, which doesn't feel like a great idea. Versus being connected to this one where it's quite a long journey. So yeah, I'm not sure. Wish they'd get the darn thing built, but I think we're just so short of beavers. We're just so short of beavers that we got a problem. Hopefully this is going to help. Hopefully that will help. Water supply is going up, but not as quick now because we've not got the haulers to manage it. So yeah. Oh well, I kind of screwed up there, I think, with the not letting them sleep. We've got a bad tide approaching. That's fine. We can cope with that. It's probably better to some extent. That is 3 bad tides in a row. Yes, let's just check. these are both set, which is good. But yeah, what we can do now is just have this one be open, and that one on auto. Let that sort itself out. Not that it really matters, but that does mean we are going to need to sort out our hydration in here. I might do is, we haven't started building that yet. I might put in might delete this at some point during the bad tide and put in a hydration pond here, which should cover most of the stuff that isn't irrigated. Yeah. So mostly gears to go in, mostly gears. We're in a decent place with water. It's not awful. It's just not going up very quickly because I'm guessing these are just sat full. Yeah. Because we haven't got enough beaver power. Which is kind of okay. You know, we'll deal with it. We'll deal with it. Gear workshops can be paused. Plank workshops can be paused. Yeah. We'll just kind of constrict our workforce a little bit. How much scrap metal? We could probably pause this guy for a bit as well. Yeah, please tell me someone is working in. We definitely need someone working. Actually, do we? No, we don't. So we could pause both of the smelters. There's our bad side, 37 days. Think we'll be fine. Think we'll be fine. I'm going to pause that. We've got 19 spare jobs. But, you know, here's what it is. So yeah, just a whole lot of gears to deliver. Oh, that's not good. We got a bit of a bad water splash there. I don't like that. Don't like that. So I'm just going to into advanced. I'm just going to dump some fresh water in there to reduce that contamination a little bit. Yeah, I'm guessing there was some splash there. So we're going to have to rework that. I'm guessing maybe move these a bit. But yeah, I'm not liking that up at 14% contamination, but we can push that out with fresh water, and we've got lots of it, so that's not a problem. Maybe it's because we're running the game quickly. I don't know if that's a factor. Yeah. Yeah, obviously it's affected our ability to grow crops further out, so we'll just dump a whole load of water in and essentially just try and push out the contamination. And we could do the same here, and we could have both running. I mean, this is only mildly contaminated. So, yeah. And then what we're going to do is we're going to delete you, sir. We're going to come in here with our explosives. And we're going to put in a 3x3. That can go. That can go. That can go. A path on top of there can go. Let's prioritize that. But yeah, if we keep dumping water, we should be able to reduce the contamination in here and fix this very quickly. There we go, times 5. That's nearly done. You can put those in. You can put a path in so they can access this. There we go. Yeah. Basically, the more fresh water we can dump in here, one, it'll eventually overflow, and we could get severe and we could delete the dams here, but you can see we're pushing it out. Yes, we're pushing contaminated water into here, but this is big, so this should be okay, and we can put our sluice gates in during the next temperate cycle, so it'll be okay. Yeah, that's down to 1% contamination. So I normally like to make these 3 deep. I will explain why when I get around to making one that's 3 deep. For now, we will just do it 1 deep. Just so we can keep these trees growing. It might not reach all the way across, but it'll cover most of them, and it'll probably let us plant some more trees in here. So, yeah. Let's detonate that. Let's come in here with some platforms. We'll get the fluid dump there. We'll get the stream gauge there. We'll get the forester back there. We'll make all of that somewhat of a priority. And we're going to have that done. 3 more gears to go. Awesome. Why are they not using the gears from this? Don't tell me you are a builder carrying gears. If you are very stupid. You are a district centre. You are carrying gears. Why, oh why, Farmer Psycho, are you not taking the gears from there? So someone just needs to come finish building this now. Alright. So they don't need to be being filled up. But please build all of it. Please build all of it. No, you didn't build all of it. Okay, of course you didn't. Why would you? You've gone to bed instead, haven't you? Yeah. So we still have 34 spare beds. We have 13 kits now. So we've started to get beavers out of our breeding pods. This is getting better. This is, excuse me, getting lower. This is done. So we're going to pause that for now. We're going to unpause you so you can pump out that last little bit. But that's awesome. It's a huge step forwards in progress for beaver kind. Huge step forwards in progress. I'm thinking that before the next bad tide, what we want to do is delete these and deepen this and drop these down so that when we get that kick when these shut, there's space for it to splash. So these don't need to be there. So what we do is we come in here and we dynamite all of that out. We're going to need to do some bridge work. But that's kind of my thought. Attach to stream gauge. You pause above. I like to go for about 0.6, 0.7 and unpause below. Yeah, that'll be good enough. And that's got all bar 3 of the trees, which is good enough for me. And we can come in here and we can plant a few more oak trees in here to compensate for that loss. So I think that's pretty darn good. There we go. That'll let us do a thing. And we can actually plant a few more along the top there. So I don't think it matters that we are going to lose those 3 trees. I will tell them not to be replanted. But yeah, I think the way we cope with this splashing is we deepen this and we allow for capacity so that, and we move the, we just have the stream gauges here so that when these shut to trap, so these will shut, but these will, there'll be space in here for the water to flow into. I think that will work. I think that will work. Come on, buddy, pump this out for me. And we're then going to want to have a staircase there and path there and a path through there, and eventually we'll want a staircase there. And then we will want a real size tank for bad water. Yep. Even with these running at full tilt, we're not doing too badly on the old water supply. That's down to 4% contamination. That's at 0% contamination. So this one I'm going to put back on its timer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another fluid dump here. Just to flush this one through. Just wondering if I delete this, how quickly we could rebuild it. Probably take a while. So we'll go for this option. We're already down to 3% contamination, so it's okay. It's okay. And how deep is it? It's 0.6, so basically sat at the level of these, which is fine. We could put some sluice gates at the back here so we could make this deeper if we wanted, but it's okay. It's okay. What we are going to need to do is put in a few 1x bridges. So, okay. No. So if I put a 1x bridge there, they should be able to build, I think, to that one, and to that one, and to that one. So if I then did the same there, they should be able to build all around that and there. If I did that one, that should let them build most of that apart, and they can get to that, so I think that should let them build all of the explosives. I think. We'll see how we get on. We're down to, well, still at 3% contamination. So, yep. Prioritize building that. Right, that's dried out, so we can now delete you and that and put in the staircase, and I can prioritize those. Delete that. I'm going to put in a large underground tank for bad water, set to supply, and that, folks, is a pretty awesome achievement, I think. Cycle 9, and we've got the bad water rig in. In the meantime, they've built that. That is not deep enough, though. So we are going to need... because that is slightly overtopping, which is interesting because this is not. So what we're going to do is come in and delete that. And we're going to put in... another line of levees. Across there. Across to there. And see if that does the job. So it can't reach that one. Okay. How are we going to get to that? With some ladders. That should let me get to it. I've got all of that to connect up still. So that's connected now. We've got enough bad water and we're not using any yet. I'm not going to switch it on. They're both running now. That's at 1% contamination. Our farmland is pretty much running now, which is great. Yeah, I'm going to pause that one now. I'm happy with that. That's working just fine. The new trees are in. I think I'm going to call it a day. So, as the sun sets over the Emberpelts, we've still got 99 days worth of water left. We've still not really touched the reservoir. We do have our first water pump in it, but it doesn't have power yet. It's going to be interesting to see what happens here once this is in. See this little bit of over flood. Ideally, this would be out here. And in the long term it might, but once this is in, maybe we can raise it up and connect it up to here and extend the dam. Who knows? Obviously long term we want the dam to at least be this height, and we need to protect this stuff. Lots of things to do. Lots of things to do. We still need to make this a separate district, but I think this is a great achievement. So yeah. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Comments, questions or suggestions below. Thank you to the patrons and the YouTube channel members, and I will see you all next time.